Good. Hello!
Yeah.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah.
Hello.
Why is it so formal?
I don't know.
Sounds like you're about to fire someone. Are you?
Yeah, come and sit down. I'm just not happy with your progression so far.
Welcome back to the pod.
Thank you. My God.
Yes, welcome back, L, to Dead Dog Talking.
The
Happy to be here.
Official Dead Dog Walking podcast.
You know, we said we want guests on, but
Yep.
we just thought we've got the best guests,
Well,
so why not have
L
them again?
kept on asking
Yeah,
to come back.
banging on our door.
They're not even lying, to be fair. I did want to come back. This is fun. And thank you to the person who commented on the YouTube short saying that they wish I was a famous billionaire. I do too.
I wish famous people.
We've got that in common.
We can all wish for that. I guess you've already taken a sip of the concoction.
I have, yeah. Sorry, did you
Well,
just want to...
we usually want to start with today. By the way, before we actually begin, we are going to be talking about the year 2000, which is significant because
That's when I was born, motherfuckers.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me, everyone.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not my birthday today. It won't be for a long time.
it might be when someone listens to this pod.
Maybe.
But it might be. If you're listening
Imagine.
on my birthday, which I guess we'll reveal what that is when we get there in the
Oh,
list.
yeah.
That'll
Yes.
be fun. If you're listening on that day, then do wish me a happy birthday in the comments.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And also wish you are a famous billionaire.
I am famous. By that point, I will be. Mark my words.
That's amazing.
By the end of
Goals.
this year.
Yep.
Oh,
Jesus.
is that a hint?
That it hasn't
The
happened
what?
yet. Yep, my
Yeah.
birthday has not happened yet.
Well, yeah.
Start guessing. What do you mean by yeah? Like, there hasn't been
But it
days.
will have happened by the end of the year. That's not a hint at all.
It is.
Right.
Anyway, what's in this drink?
Yeah, let's find out, shall we? Together. It smells like cake.
Is it cake? Just cut it. It's cake.
It doesn't. It tastes quite nice. It looks vile.
It doesn't look great. It does look like sort of yellow bile.
I have to not look at it while I drink it because it does feel a bit ill, but
What is
it does
that?
taste quite nice.
Are we getting any guesses?
It's very
Can you
sweet.
taste anything? Is anything jumping out here?
I'm getting. Well, I don't know if it's just.
Drunk?
It's lemony, is it?
No.
No.
You think everything's lemon?
Yeah.
Your first guess always has got lemon in it.
I have no idea. It's just it's very sweet.
So it's amaretto.
Oh,
Yeah.
good start.
And it's something that I found in Home Bargains and was cheap. I was like, oh, I'll give that a go. It is banana flavoured Korean cream soda.
Okay.
Never would have guessed that.
No,
weirdly.
no, not in a million years. But
I'm kind of getting the
you
banana
kind of get
now.
the banana
Yeah.
flavouring that isn't really banana.
That's why I couldn't have guessed banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I know it's banana flavoured. I can guess that it's actually not
See what they're
bad.
going for.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one.
That's it, you know. Have you got a name for it?
No. Anyone? Any?
Korean banana flavoured cream soda and amaretto.
I'm gonna call it a Korean amaretto split.
Okay.
Because
Or like north and south.
yeah. Oh.
Political.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it is, isn't it?
No, yeah, it is. But it's
Yeah.
still like, oh.
That's like saying
Wales.
Wales and England. That's not.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Oh.
Right, so you want to kick it off with a little game.
Yeah, the little game that we've already done before. Maybe in the last one, maybe it was not. No.
It doesn't matter.
It
The
doesn't
fact
matter.
you bring it up just makes it more complicated. Than
It's called... How are they related?
no, it's not. It's called relatables.
Right, I came up with a game.
Relatables is so much snappier,
Right, okay.
isn't it?
It's called. How are they related?
How are they related? See? On my side. So, so I came up with a game last time, and then you set one for me.
Yes.
I'm going to set one, and I'm going to see who does it in the least amount of steps. The rule is it's got to be the least amount of steps. Don't try your bullshit that you did last time. It was like, well, actually, I made it more entertaining by doing 10 steps. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anywho, so we're going to start with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Mm-hmm.
the actress, and she makes candles out of her vagina, right?
Something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Is that a link we can make?
Maybe. Who knows? I'm just giving you a few peppery bits of detail that you might need.
How tenuous can links be? Because I've got some things forming for whoever this could be.
You don't even know who the
I
fuck it's
know,
going to.
but I'm just. We'll see how tenuous I
Gwyneth
can make
Paltrow
this.
makes candles out of vagina. This other person has or hasn't got a vagina.
No, that's
That's bullshit.
that's bullshit there. But I don't know. I just got thoughts germinating. You know, it's that kind
What is John Wick? Wick candle vagina.
Candle vagina.
of pretty good.
Again, more fun.
Right, well,
links,
it's
the
not.
better.
It's not going to be
Okay.
John Wick anymore.
Oh.
Got to change it. No, to Jack Black, the comedy actor.
To Jack Black.
Yes, who would like to volunteer to go first, and I will keep score.
I'm having a little thing.
Yeah, I got to think as well because that's quite a that's outside the box. That is.
Trying to remember how I made the link.
Brilliant.
That's a good start. Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Jack Black. I feel like there is a link there somewhere.
It's like yeah.
Oh no! I
like
have.
there is-
I remember the link. Wait, I'll tell you how many. Should I tell you how many
Go on.
steps I've done? Here?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Just so you know it's possible. So 3 steps.
Holy shit! That's pretty good.
Don't worry, I wouldn't expect you just to get it in 3 steps unless you're doing the same.
The same jumps that
Yeah.
you are. Okay. I'm just trying to like think of them on both sides and trying to find somewhere that meets in the middle. It's kind of how I'm going about this.
This is a good
Oh,
That
I think
might help.
I think I've got it. I think I've got one.
Okay.
I think this is in spirit of the game, but
Go
I think
on.
I've got one. Okay, so Gwyneth Paltrow is Pepper Potts in the MCU.
Okay.
If we're going to be specific about a movie, in this case, Infinity War, right,
Okay.
is particularly relevant to this. Chris Pratt is Star-Lord in the same film. He is Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie, where Jack Black plays Bowser.
Okay. Cool.
So
So that's 3 steps. Can you do it in less than 3?
I really want to, but I don't think I can.
No.
To be honest. But thanks. No.
Oh, it's not Emperor Palpatine. No.
I feel like they've been in a film together. I feel like there's some
Imagine if they had.
there's
No
some
sense.
there is some sort of link there where they've either like been
don't
in a
know
film
if
or
they've
they've
been in a
like
film.
spoken. There is definitely some sort of link there. I don't know if it's an interview they did together or like something. I swear.
I'm seeing if there's like more.
They were in I
links.
Swear.
Oh, can I? I don't know. I can't do it in 2. I don't know. 2.
Can you do it in any?
No, not really. Well, I'm trying to just see if I'm beating 3. Or just do it at all, really.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking of Jack Black and Kung Fu Panda, but that's really hard to make a link to Gwyneth Paltrow. I think, because I don't think there's much crossover there with people.
I don't remember a lot of the actors that are in Kung Fu Panda.
Jackie Chan's in it.
Is he married to Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman's in it.
Yeah.
Has he not been in something with her?
Like literally, it's Marvel. Like you just think Marvel, and then I'm thinking Marty Supreme.
That would help.
Yeah.
My 3 steps does not include Marvel.
Does it include Marty Supreme?
Yeah, that's the first step. Mighty Supreme is the
Right,
link to
Gwyneth Paltrow.
another actor.
I forgot
Is
she
it
was. I watched that
Timothy?
movie like last week. I forgot I'd seen it.
Timothy?
It's alright.
Because Timothy's like the big one.
Timothy Chalamet, yeah.
Got it.
Cool, so-
No,
1 step.
no, I don't.
That's
No, I
1
don't.
step.
I nearly had it. No, it's gone.
I've got it. I've got the one you're thinking of.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've got the one that you're thinking of.
Is it a film with Timothy Chalamet and Jack Black in?
No.
Because that doesn't seem.
Can I say what I think yours
Yeah,
might
I've given
be?
up.
Yeah,
I've thrown the
So, Mike Supreme Gwyneth Paltrow is in that movie with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet is in Dune with Jason Momoa. And Jason Momoa's in Minecraft with Steve.
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Okay.
I like this game.
There's got to be a.
I'm gonna advocate
There's got to
for
be a
this game
shortcut there
more.
somewhere.
Yeah, but you haven't figured it out. have
No,
you? So
correct. By the end of the episode, maybe I will.
okay.
Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah. So the whole episode, you're not going to be thinking about what we're actually doing. You're going to be like, how are they connected?
How do I make the connection? Let me Google it. Anyway,
What a
today,
great game. Thank you for that. That was fun.
No, that's good.
we are talking about the year 2000. What were you doing in the year 2000? You were being born.
Yeah.
I was at some point born and then an infant.
Yes, I was 4?
What for?
You
What?
would have turned 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't have turned 4 at this time of the year. No.
You would have been 3 at this point
Sure.
in 2000. The
Yes. And I was panicking because the world was going to come to an end.
year. Oh no, that was 1999. Worried
I was
about it,
relieved because the world hadn't come to an end.
wasn't I? I was panicking about that past when we thought the world might end.
Basically, I got my news very late.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
somebody was like, the world's going to come to an end. We're like, what? They're like, months ago. Chill out.
You're all good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Damn, you're pretty chill. You're on your potty and you're like, okay, things are okay.
Shit this.
I can literally shit in peace now.
Yeah.
Because the world's not going to end.
There's a photo of me as a child at the top
Having
of,
a shit?
at the top of my stairs with my potty on my head. But again, I was like,
Because you're a shithead.
Nice. That explains a lot. Not lot. Yeah. They do say that developmental issues at a young age can knock on into adulthood.
You
So.
literally got it ass backwards. Do you know that?
oh. Yeah, I think shithead was funny. I think
Okay,
you
cool.
probably stop there.
January the 1st.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
So what's
Hey!
what's the first country to celebrate New Year?
I don't know. You tell me.
New Zealand.
Okay.
In New Zealand, the 32,754 population of Gisborne
Gisborne?
are the first to see in a new millennium. And
Right.
then on the same day, in London, Queen Elizabeth II says, we've started, guys.
That's what she said, is it?
Literally, we're
Right, lads, we started now.
We started all of that
Madness started.
up to this point, previous 2000, and then all the ones before.
Don't worry about it.
Warm up years. This we start now.
The Queen went, look in, boys.
I'm gonna do the 75 hard this year. You see that thing where like, you can't eat
She's the hype man.
sweets for like 75 days, and you gotta walk a billion steps.
Sounds dumb.
It sounds awful.
It was, same day. So we got Pope John Paul II opens the holy doors of St. Mary Major.
Oh, I thought you were going to say started the Beatles.
Um,
Pope John Paul and Ringo.
Very good. So the same. The year 2000 problem arises, which eventually and wrongly changes computerized system dates to incorrect dates.
That's what they were worried about happening.
That's all January the 1st. January 2nd, we've got some basketball.
Got to go through every single day.
Um,
Got to be worse than when I hosted.
And then
this.
we've got a massacre in Kasher,
I love how flippantly we say that one. We've got some basketball and a massacre.
where with
Yep.
with 20 Coptic, I don't know, I've never seen that word in my life. Christians massacred, but I want to say I've read this for the first
What's
time. Massacred by Muslim villagers. Coptic?
I don't know where your thumb
Yeah,
is. Right, because I was looking where your thumb was, and it's actually at the top of the page. Brilliant.
See it? Say it? Saw it. Right, moving on.
Cos hair.
No. No. That's the fucking place, you
That's
numpty.
where your thumb
That's
was.
not what I'm looking at. Right, we've got American football. We don't care about that. We got.
Oh, is it the
even more
Dolphins?
football.
Are the Dolphins back?
Dolphins. No, they're gone. 2000, not Dolphins. It's New York Jets.
The New York
Happy for-
Giants.
Happy for him.
January 4th, 2 trains in Norway collide. Not on purpose, I would assume.
Why are they
not-
on the same track for?
Can I pause? At the end of this, you rate how good this year was.
Historically, yes.
Historically, yeah.
How important it was historically,
Yeah.
is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
January 4th, we also have Fiona Thornwill and Catherine Hartley, the first British women to reach the South Pole.
That's pretty cool.
Good for them.
But
Oh.
January 6th, Britain experiences an outbreak of flu.
Oh,
And that's still happening. Still getting outbreaks of
still
flu.
getting the flu.
Yeah.
Shit. 2000's got a lot to account
We've
for.
got Jonathan Aitken. Do you know that person? A former UK cabinet minister.
John
Hey, what about him?
He's out of prison
Oh,
after
good.
serving 9 months of
What did
his
he-
18-month sentence.
what did he do?
Convicted of perjury.
Oh.
Right.
Well, if he was a politician, so probably a lot of other crimes that didn't go answered for.
January the 9th,
Politics.
Dan Marino, quarterback for
Dolphins.
the Miami Dolphins.
We
My
love
guys.
dolphins.
I think this website.
I know what the chart is.
I think this website
We
is.
like the Dolphins.
I think it's sponsored by Miami Dolphins. This site because it's just all them all year round.
Oh dear.
Because hashtag we do like the Dolphins.
Start the hashtag we do like the Dolphins.
January 10th, for not having a valid train ticket with her on a train journey to Luton from Blackfriars, Cherie Blair, the wife of British Prime Minister Tony Blair, is fined. She later claimed she only had Portuguese currency with her and she was unable to find a machine to use her credit card.
How much was she fined, does it say?
It doesn't say.
She already had to be married to Tony Blair.
Yeah, I think
so
that's punishment
quite
enough.
unfortunate for her. I say had to be. She chose to be, I presume.
I hope so.
I would hope so.
January 18th, the Earth is impacted by the Tagish Lake meteorite. Obviously, it wasn't a big one because we're still here, so it's probably.
Where did it land?
I assume
Dunno.
Tiggy Lake. I don't know. I don't know if that's
But
a
I don't
place.
know where that
Yeah,
is.
they
Or if
probably,
that's
they
from-
name it after where it lands, right? And not just
Sure.
it's flying down.
It's
the
weird
court-
because
court-
Bit
you
of
would
rock.
think that they'd name it after where it came from and not where it landed.
what outer space?
Yeah, what just the space meteorite hit.
Yeah.
The space meteorite hit Russia, and then on the 5th of July, the space meteorite hit just outside Lake Michigan, and on the
It's a
8th of-
meteorite. It's not. They're not skimming stones. Why is it going into it lands and it's done?
No, I'm talking about. My point is, if you call it where it comes
Oh.
from, they're all called the space meteorite.
Well, no, because
aren't
you
they?
find where specifically in space it's
You-
from.
Oh, you check its like postage stamp.
Yeah. return sender.
Although, given how poor your knowledge of the solar system is, judging by a previous podcast, I actually do listen to them. I don't know. You know where that was. I've only got to be like 5 or 6 planets.
7.
Don't. January 23rd, 57th, the Golden Globe Awards. Denzel Washington wins Best Actor, Hilary Swank wins Best Actress, American Beauty wins Best Drama, and Toy Story 2 wins Best Musical or Comedy.
Toy Story 2 is pretty good. Of all of those things, that's the one that rings most.
Interesting that it didn't win like Best Animated like film. Like it won Best Musical or Comedy.
Because it is pretty good. And animation's just a medium.
Yeah.
It's just a way of telling stories that's different to live action. So we shouldn't necessarily
Don't
always separate them.
trivialise it. Yeah.
January 30th, 169 people lose their lives when Kenya Airways Flight 431 crashes into the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Ivory Coast.
Yikes.
Yeah, thanks for that. From Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2 pretty good.
Crash Land.
Uh-huh.
Yikes. There's a lot of sport
Big
going on
yikes.
this, so we're already...
Are we still in January?
No, that was January 30th.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one, because we've all heard of this lad. January 31st, in one of the most memorable 2000 events, Dr. Harold Shipman, a family GP in the UK, is put in jail for the murder of 15 of his patients in Greater Manchester between 1995 and 1998. The incident makes him the most prolific convicted serial killer Britain has ever seen. The later inquiry considers the Shipman had killed at least 215. So quite a considerable jump there from 15 to 215.
See, because I'm looking at your phone as you're scrolling,
Yeah.
and there's a photo, and that's who I thought you were about to talk about.
No, that
there's
is
a picture of Bill Gates.
That's Mr. Bill Gates right there.
Right.
And you were like, "We all know this lad," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
we
we all
do know Bill Gates.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
And
You're like,
I'm
"How
also
shit?"
aware of Harold Shipman.
Yeah.
That 2000 is, not that I'm biased, but it's getting some points. That's pretty
pretty
relevant.
But like, he got sentenced for life, right? For 15. So how long would he have if he had 215? Like if they actually
Can't get a
found...
sentence from this is why America confuses me. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, we're giving you 3 life sentences. It was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, because I think a life sentence over there isn't. It's just a unit. it's like a unit, right? It's a
Yeah.
X amount of years. It's not
Yeah.
Well, it's
actually for
is
life.
it 25 years?
Which
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to send it to, just call it 25 years then.
Yeah,
Just be
yeah.
like, oh, that's one of the bad punishments, 25 years.
Whereas for
Sentencing
something
for
like
life.
that, you should say for life, and it should be for life,
Yeah.
unless you're gonna just kill him, which I think.
Let's maybe not do a death penalty debate on
Yeah,
the,
maybe
on
not.
the
No, I
comedy talking about things with my friend podcast.
Yeah, I also think the death penalty is too fair. It's too nice on them, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm of the opinion if we're going to do this, well, we're here.
We're going to do it.
That
We're going to go find it.
Yeah,
It's
bye,
still
Alex. Bye. Enjoy this as your last drink. No, but I think one, it is too fair because you don't really feel punishment if you die. No. Two,
That's a fact.
you're also then lowering other people's like moral standing because we don't really have do we really have the moral ability to choose who lives and dies?
No.
I don't think so. I think the thing is so muddy and complicated. Let's just lock him in a cell.
215 is quite a lot. You came round quite quick then. I thought you were going to go a different direction. You came back.
What?
I thought you
Where
were
have
going to
you
say
been?
like kill them, and then you were like, let's just put them in a cell.
No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Did
kill
you not
them.
listen?
I'm saying I don't think
When
we
they
have...
said that killing them is too
Oh
nice.
right, it's too. Yeah, gotcha.
Sorry about that. Like, I'll listen to
What
you
sort of
speak,
what sort of
like-
cell are we talking? Not a cozy one, I assume. Like
the
isolated confinement cell.
yeah.
Oh, the solitary... Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're going into a big discussion on the
Then-
prison.
then
Because
you-
sometimes being in Gen Pop is worse for people.
Gen Pop.
General population.
Oh.
Sometimes that can be worse for people because
Taxpayer-
especially if they know what
taxpayers'
you've
I
money.
done.
thought Gen Pop was like the next one after like Gen Z.
Oh, Gen Pop.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Gen Pop.
Gen Pop. That's what us 2000 as are called.
Anyway, shout out to Harold Shipman. I hope you're okay.
I don't. I couldn't give a fuck. I hope you're not in. this
well,
this
buddy.
week. Anyway, shout out to Harold Shipman. If you're listening, which I assume so. Can't wait for my
February.
dad's comment on this one.
February, we've got some. Guys, we've got some more like
Sorry,
crime
one
to
day.
go
Oh,
through.
we got more crime.
Yeah.
For the extortion linked to the sabotage of German railway lines along with attempted murder, Klaus-Peter Sabota, a German extortionist, is put in jail for life. Again, another one.
Wait, a bad German? Are you sure? Are you reading that right?
We've got some more sports.
Buddy. Buddy. What are you doing?
Are you done?
Oh,
We've got some sports. We've got some torrential rain, which causes the worst flooding Mozambique has ever seen in half a century. The rain and flooding lasts until March and kills 800 people.
Jesus.
And
So
they
we-
sentenced it for life.
We
Could they not have just
we
got
moan about
umbrellas?
we moan about rain around here. It
That's
ain't
pretty
killing
rough.
800 people, is it?
Yeah, but like again, if it's hot, just get an umbrella. Just pop an umbrella. It's saved.
I don't think that saves you from flooding.
Oh, and then turn it upside down
Oh,
like a Winnie
and
the
ride
Pooh
it.
boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. If only they would have
Just
thought
think.
of
Yeah. Moving on.
that. What else we got? We got a lot of football.
If
Cartoonists.
it's not the Dolphins, I don't care about the sport.
Cartoonist, singular. Charles M. Schlutz
Schlooch.
passes away at the age of 77 the next day. The original Peanuts cartoon comic strip makes its final appearance in newspapers. They not have anyone else to do
No
it.
way.
Yeah, because it's quite simplistic, isn't it?
Yeah, like-
Peanuts,
I
yeah.
love
Like-
devaluing this man's work.
No,
like,
but his
anyone
legacy
could do
should
that.
go on. Where they were like,
Ah,
oh,
it's Peter Piss.
we were only keeping Peanuts around because he was around. Like he's gone. Oh, fuck it. Like we'll make room for something else.
Yeah,
It's
he
a bit
did.
cruel,
He didn't want to
isn't
do it. They also didn't want him to do it, but they were like, "Well, he's an old man. Let him do his little cartoons." But he was like, "I want to do something else."
But I've done this a long time.
Let me
I'm
do
happy to do.
something
Like,
else.
I'll do anything else. At this point,
People love peanuts. Yeah, people love peanuts. Not my drawings though.
What is like?
No,
I've
but
never.
people just eat
I've
them.
never like. I don't know what Peanuts is really. Is it?
the peanuts. That's like Snoopy.
Yeah,
and that.
Snoopy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
peanuts
not real
is the
famous.
little bird, right?
Is it?
No, his name's Woodstock. The little.
Oh
bird.
shit! Well, what's
What's the
peanuts then?
guy's name?
That's it's just called like it's called the Peanuts.
That's
What-
stupid.
I don't know if that's like the. I don't know much about this, but I know that
Right.
I think is that like the name of their little group or something. It's Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
is
Charlie
the
Brown,
boy,
right? Yeah.
and then
gotcha.
Snoopy's his dog, and Woodstock is his little mate.
Yeah.
But that's all with part of the Peanuts.
Okay.
Don't ask me why that's what it's called, but that's all part
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Yeah.
So much it costs.
How much do they pay? Hey.
Again, more sports. Sorry for the sports fans out
If
there.
it's not
It's all
dolphins-
American sports anyway. There's a lot of it. Like
2000 was a big year for sports.
February 14th, the Nia Shoemaker, so Near Shoemaker. Again, you're thinking Clark's.
Killed somebody?
You're not right. You're wrong. Enters orbit around asteroid 433 Eros, making the spacecraft the first to orbit an asteroid.
Wait, I'm so confused.
The
Is it-
Nia
so is-
Shoemaker, so
Mhm.
that's the name of the spacecraft.
Right.
Okay, that's why.
That's how
I
it's
thought it's
written.
like. I thought you were
Like
gonna be
they've
like,
just sent a
the
cobbler
near-
up there.
Yeah, the shoemaker, John Smith, went into space
The O's and the Shoemaker and the Man in the Moon.
around the asteroid, apparently
But where's the asteroid come from? Space.
somewhere in
What's
space.
the postcode?
SP4C3.
We've got February 15th,
Space.
Indian Point 2 nuclear power plant in New York State fails. A generator fails, which means a small amount of radioactive steam is vented.
Well, it's good to
Not good.
vent sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
sure,
bottle
I
it up,
Come on.
from buddy.
Interested, February 15th, I don't know much about this, but the Waterhouse report investigating the North Wales child abuse scandal is published.
Oh,
Don't know about that. Don't know anything about that.
don't know about child abuse, or you don't know about this.
I don't know
specific
about
report.
any of that.
Well, I'm glad they were sorting something out.
Yeah, I'm glad
About
we
it.
talk about like the fun things on this pod.
February 17th, this is a really fun one. The Windows 2000 computer software is released.
Wow.
Yo, no way. That's okay. That
There you
actually
go.
that is a big deal. Actually,
It's quite a big
surely.
one. All right.
Windows what?
2000.
Oh, well, yeah.
So is that before Vista?
I thought you were going to say, is that before Windows 98? Because obviously not, because that was 2 years before that.
Because
that's-
Vista, I think, was what we had in school. I
I
think.
feel like Vista was after, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because you don't get Windows any like number or anything anymore, do you? Or
Yeah,
do you?
well, so we're
Yeah.
on Windows 11 now.
Oh, right.
But it's like you had Windows 98, 2000, Vista's somewhere around there because there was Windows 2007.
Yeah.
Because I remember using that quite a lot.
Right, yeah.
And then they did Windows. I think from then they went to Windows 8. Then it was Windows 9 was kind of like a non-thing.
Yeah,
'cause it
9
went to
didn't
Windows
really
10,
happen, did it?
and now Windows 11.
Oh, okay.
But it's all kind of been downhill since Windows 2007, in my opinion. I fucking hate Windows 8, and Windows 10 had some redeeming qualities, but I also hate Windows 11.
Uh-huh.
All my Microsoft users in the chat, my heart goes out to
February
you.
25th, Victoria Climby, that's probably a mispronunciation,
Quimby.
was climb, I-E, but with a little flick on top of the E.
Clean bee.
Cleanly.
You ain't going to be laughing once I read this whole thing
Oh.
out. It's not like Victoria had some cake and had a good day. It's not that.
I hate this. It's always funny name or like a funny like bit, and I do a little chuckle, and then you go, she died.
Yeah.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
8-year-old girl in London.
Oh fucking
Oh,
hell.
okay, this is rough.
Oh no.
Murdered after neglect and torture by her guardians. Her aunt, Marie Therese, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that surname, Koyua, and her partner, Carl Manning. Local authorities would later be highly criticised for their shortcomings in the case, along with social services
I
departments.
think I might get highly criticised.
Yeah, I think we're in trouble after this one.
But,
Oh,
silver lining,
yeah, I don't think
not
so.
for her, but like,
Jeez.
the incident led to drastic changes in child protection policies in the UK.
Well, that's
Okay, well that's something.
I know it,
Yeah.
sadly, something has to happen that's really bad for people to go, oh fuck, we should really pull our socks up. But
We do have a very reactionary culture. Like
Yes.
we wait
Yeah.
for something horrible to go wrong and then go, "Oh, we should probably sort that out." Actually,
yeah. It's never like preemptive measures.
no, because that would require work, which people don't like to do.
February 29th, a rare century leap year date took place on this day, since century years are common years in the fact they aren't exactly divisible by 4. Fucking hell, I thought this was going to be more interesting.
Yeah.
No.
Overly-
I feel like that is a thing, right? Because it wasn't supposed to be a leap year, but they made it one.
Right.
I think is what.
However,
that
the
is.
year 2000 is the
Oh.
first century to have a February 29th since the year 1600, meaning is the only second such occasion since the introduction of the Gregorian calendar in the late 16th century. The next time such a leap year will take place will be 2400.
Yeah, so I think because it just the way it lines up, I think they have to like add one in every now and then to make it work or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I was talking to somebody about this actually recently for some reason, because we have to have leap years because it actually takes like 365 and a quarter days to get around the sun. So we have to add an extra day in so we don't always throw it out. But obviously we're not dead on even with that, because we've obviously just taken an arbitrary metric of the Earth going around the sun and applied our own data to it. So that's why we have them. But then I think they have to add other ones in randomly to try and balance the whole thing out. So something like that. I mean, we're probably very wrong, but I think there's something like that.
March the 1st, in Finland, the constitution is rewritten.
Good for them.
That's it.
God, I bet the Americans were pissed. Their constitutions get rewritten in where?
In Finnish.
In Finnish.
Are they finished?
Yeah, they go, we are done now. I don't know why the German.
No.
I don't really know
Awful.
what Finnish people sound like.
No, not me.
This is a long one, so I'll read it because it seems important.
Brilliant.
March 2nd, Augusto Pinochet, former Chilean dictator, travels home following the United Kingdom's declaration that they wouldn't extradite him on torture charges. He is deported when the Home Secretary in the UK, Jack Straw, accepts the unequivocal and unanimous medical evidence that Pinochet is unfit to stand trial on January 12th. Instead, he faces trial in Chile for human rights violations. So basically, the UK went, we're not gonna get rid of you, and then they did.
It wouldn't be a Dead Dog Talking year in review
If there wasn't a dictator.
If there wasn't a dictator.
No, it sounds like they just... That either says something about the year you're choosing, or that there's just a lot of dictators. I think
there's a lot of bad people in the world, and there always has been, and there always will be. I think is the
three of them are recording this very podcast right now.
Wow. March 4th in Japan, the PlayStation 2 is released. Other releases in Western markets would follow later in the year, so that's quite a
that's got to bump up 2000 in a
that's
a good one.
The PS2 was like my first like grown up console.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
One of the bit where it was one of the biggest selling consoles. It still is. I think it's been knocked down a few pegs, but it's massive.
It's
went on for
they
years.
kept it around. Yeah, I think I got one in something like 2008. And it still felt pretty primo then to get one in 2008. That was obviously 8 years after. Maybe it was 2007. Anyway, it was a long time after it came out.
Yeah.
And it just still felt pretty good, like even by like those metrics.
I mean, I think the real thing they managed to get right there is, for many people, it was the cheapest DVD player you could get.
This is also
which
true.
Was very smart. Yeah, it was an affordable DVD player. So there you go.
I just took it for granted that it was a DVD player. I didn't know how. I didn't know DVD players were expensive.
Well, back then they probably like.
Well,
I
because
guess.
early
consoles,
2000s,
right?
they're starting to phase in DVDs.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah, because I had a lot of VHSs when I was a kid.
yeah, same. So like, I feel they would try to probably make that extra buck on DVD players, being like, oh, it's a brand new thing, you should need this. But seeing as they are on DVD discs anyway, a PS2 game, or most video games at that point.
March the 12th, for all the wrongdoings by members of the Roman Catholic Church throughout the ages, which is quite
All
a
of
lot.
them?
All of them.
Okay.
Lot.
Pope John Paul II issues an apology. Sorry, guys, we weren't great all those years. Sorry about that.
And legend has it, he's still reading out the list of things he's sorry for to this day.
That's crazy. For all the wrongdoings for members of the Roman Catholic Church throughout the ages.
I wish I could do that. Like, I don't
Just
know.
a quick no. By the way, we're sorry for it all. Bye.
Like, if I just cock up really badly on a bunch of things, I'd love to just go, I am sorry about, like, just all of it.
Just everything I've done.
It's a great way to hide what you're currently fucking up, isn't it?
That is
They
true.
did worse.
Yeah.
You know.
That was a good point, because I guess he's doing a very much like, oh, I'm taking on the responsibilities of my, my former popes and all that. But it's like...
But by saying that, you're throwing the former people under the bus more than you are yourself.
Yeah, you're not actually really helping... You're not... Like, I don't really know. What's the point of all of that? Like, apologising for it, that's not going to fix anything, for one. And for two, it's not even about you, bro. Like, something to do with you.
What about all those people back then that don't want him to apologise? How do they feel?
What, the people who perpetrated it? And they were like, well, I wasn't sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. Don't talk for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking up, because obviously they ain't looking down. And they and they're like, but like, brother, no, I had intention, and I had...
I meant to start the Holy Wars. What the fuck are you talking
Don't
about?
undermine me, goddammit. Next one,
Fucking wokey.
sticking with religion.
Go woke, go broke.
March 17th, for the restoration of the 10 Commandments of God, the 800 plus deaths of the Ugandan cult movement members is regarded to be a mass murder and suicide organised by cult leaders.
Oh.
That's wild.
Haven't
I have never
heard
heard
of
of that
that.
before. That's crazy.
So what I'm gathering there is that they were like, no, this is just what we're meant to do. And everyone else was like, no, it isn't. That's what I'm getting from it anyway.
Right.
But like most cults, actually.
Yeah.
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 Guess
That's kinda how cults
work,
work.
innit? March 2nd, we got Pope John Paul II again. It's a pretty busy month for him.
Just let it
Pope-
be.
Just call him
at this
just
point.
Pope Beetle. Let's speed this up.
Yeah.
He's apologised for apologising. No, he hasn't. He's visited the Holy Land, Jordan, Palestine, and Israel.
He's
Was,
went on
was he
holiday.
on a tour of Indiana Jones filming
He
locations?
just,
I love Indiana Jones.
I fucking love it.
I'm assuming he was Italian. I
He's
don't
the man
know.
with the whip. Oh, he's great.
love a whip.
That's what he was apologising for.
Oh, right.
Among
What else
other
we got?
things.
More sports. We got later becoming the 2000 Billboard Album of the Year. Any guesses what the album of the year was according to this?
No.
No Strings Attached. NSYNC.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, that tracks. That's very... That NSYNC are very like late 90s, 2000s in it, I guess.
Bye
and bye.
We could just to finish off the month.
What month is this?
March.
Fucking hell.
Well, there's a lot going on with
Well, no, because
There's an
I
explosion.
remember you, like, the last time we did this.
All right,
having a go.
I'll speed up. There's an explosion in Texas, kills one person.
Oh, not even worth mentioning.
Yeah, come on.
One Texas.
Like, someone's
person-
been hit by a bus, like, somewhere near here, probably.
There's
and-
still March. Still marching on. There's still March. March 31st, after spending 34 years in prison for involvement in the Moors murder, serial killer Myra Hindley loses a third High Court appeal against a Home Office ruling that her life sentence should mean life.
Yeah.
What we were saying earlier.
Well, yeah,
Check,
exactly.
So the year 2000 is basically, so far, a year of, like, people eating shit for things they've done wrong.
Well, yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, it's very good because obviously Harold Shipman had a lot of victims. The Moors murders, the victim I think it was 5 in the end, but they were children, so it's like that's fucked.
That's yeah.
So yeah, I think it should be in life. I think she's already died. And I also
She's
think...
probably not listening to the pod if she.
No.
Like, no matter what.
Hope you're alright out there.
April 4th, in the Isle of Wight.
Oh,
You like the Isle of
I love
Wight?
the Isle of Wight.
Can you guess?
Is it going to be a murder?
No. Can you
Oh.
guess who died?
Oh Christ!
In the Isle of Wight.
It's not the lion that they used to walk on the beach, is it, or the tiger or whatever? There was either a lion or a tiger that this guy owned on the Isle of Wight, and he just walk it like a dog on the beach every day.
Right, totally normal thing to do. This
Was
I
that-
have a relative who had the
Died
same,
in
who died in
2000s.
Isle of Wight with a tiger. No, used to own lions,
Oh shit!
like, and walked them around the town like a cat, like a dog or a cat.
And you know they were telling the truth.
Yeah.
They weren't lying.
It was
the
one
Isle
of
of
those things I
Wight-
thought was a lie, and then I've met him. I thought it was a lie, and I said,
Got mauled by the lion. You are. Oh no, fair enough. I believe
"No,
you
the
now.
lions are gone
Fucking
now.
hell.
I don't know, the lions are gone,
Oh.
but the man lives on."
That's the slogan for fucking MGM, isn't it? Fucking lions are gone, the man lives on. In the Isle of Wight, one of the infamous Cray brothers, Charlie Cray, passes away in hospital after suffering a heart attack.
So actually, not one of the infamous ones.
He's 73.
Yeah,
Well, you
which
know,
one was he?
He was the one that they don't talk about
Yeah.
because he wasn't one of the mad twins.
Boring.
He was just like-
boring.
Oh yeah, but apparently he did some dodgy shit behind the scenes. But like,
was he like their stage manager?
he
So
wasn't. He
Tom
wasn't even.
Hardy or Tom Hardy.
He wasn't Tom Hardy or Tom. He wasn't even in the. Like, I don't think he was a character in the film.
No, I don't think so. It doesn't
So he
ring a
was
bell.
that shit. They're all dead,
Loser.
right? None of them are going to come get me for saying that. Charlie
Hope you're
was
right
shit.
out there, Tom Hardy.
April 13th, a
Tom-
documentary by Louis Theroux, When Louis Met, premieres on BBC Two in the UK and features none other than Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
I love
Jimmy
Louis
Savile.
Theroux. No, but I love Louis Theroux, and that is interesting, that documentary, because obviously that original one, they didn't know all the things about him at the time. But then he's done one since, like Louis Theroux kind of like talking through that documentary and about the signs that were like there in retrospect.
Yeah.
It's crazy good. Love Louis Theroux. Hope you're doing all right.
I'm Louis Theroux.
I'm Louis Theroux.
There's some more murders of children, so we'll skip past that
Jesus,
because
here we
like
go,
we've had
please.
enough.
Keep it
Yeah,
light.
let's keep it.
April 22nd in the UK, the big number change takes place, addressing different issues with the telephone dialing plan. Don't know what that
Right.
is. Sounds pretty boring, to be honest.
Boring.
Rugby, snowboarding.
Born. Rugby, was it the Dolphins? Don't care.
Yep, not the Dolphins. Moving on.
In the presence of 200,000 people on the first Divine Mercy Sunday, celebrated worldwide, the canonization of Faustina Kowalska takes place. I don't know what any of that is.
Canonization is being made a saint, right? Is that correct? Is that?
I just thought it was when they went. Oh, that book.
That's right.
It's actually
That's
part
actually
of
what
the Star Wars lore. That did happen.
It's canon.
Right, so Mike Wazowski. Is that what you said? Is that what you said?
Matt Wazowski's canon to Star Wars.
Faustina Kowalska.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to
So
May.
became a saint. Cool.
Um,
Which doesn't mean anything.
Gladiator releases.
Oh, that's a pretty good movie.
May the 1st.
Oh, I thought you meant the TV show.
No,
I do like Gladiator.
Gladiator is a good
Yeah, it's
movie.
a
I
good
never
show.
saw the second
Film.
one, but I like that first movie.
I quite enjoyed the second one.
It's fine.
It's fine that I enjoyed it. Good.
Yeah, May 1st. There's a lot happening May 1st, actually, with a combination of physical properties that has never been seen before in a man-made or natural material. A new class of composite material is fabricated. Doesn't say what it is, but it's
They
just
did an Iron Man 2.
some sort of brand new material. No one's ever...
Right. Was it adamantium?
That's a singer, isn't it?
That's adamant. Yeah. Or Adam and the Ants.
Who's the man with two hats? Anyone know?
Boy George.
May 2nd, symbolically linking the Netherlands and Canada for their assistance in the Second World War, the Man with Two Hats monument is unveiled in Apeldoorn by Her Royal Highness Princess Meg. It's not Margaret. Margaret.
Bet it is.
Was that not be like symbolic of the two hats being the two countries or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
It's a hat on a hat, though, isn't it?
I'm sure it is Princess Margaret.
It's Margaret, unless that's just a spelling mistake. The Netherlands. No, it's not. It's
Margaret.
Margaret.
I assume. I just pulled that.
Bless you.
You said it with such
Right.
conviction,
Yeah.
and I respect that about you, friend.
Yeah, because you've got him like really trying to get it correct and like struggling
Yeah.
through it. And I'll just make it up. I'll just be like, oh yeah.
But yeah, convincingly so. May 2nd is announced by
Scrabble, yeah.
President Bill Clinton that the US military would no longer restrict accurate GPS access. We've got another earthquake. Oh, actually, no, first earthquake, sorry, of the year. First earthquake. Well, I'm not saying that this
First
is the...
earthquake of the year.
This isn't like the first earthquake of the year.
Yo.
Indonesia, 46 people died.
That's very unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Planets. May 5th, a rare conjunction of the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon takes place during the new moon. That's some...
That's
Meaning
crazy.
crazy.
I don't know what the astrology people, astronomy and astrology people.
No, just astronomy people. Astrology
Let us
people
know what
are
that means.
Bollocks.
Yeah, but I want to know if it has some symbolic thing that they pretend,
Yeah.
like the scientists are like, oh, this is interesting because it only happens, the orbit's line, and the other people are like, oh, it made me constipated for 2 weeks.
Maybe you were conceived... Oh, no, it wouldn't check out, would it?
Oh.
Say maybe
no.
you were conceived on the new moon.
Another
That's
hint, but no, that unless I was very, very prematurely born, then no, I was not conceived in May. This is not a topic I wanted to go into about that. Like me being born is fine, I guess.
May-
But the conception, maybe not.
We can ignore
May
that.
11th, the population of India reaches 1 billion, and the symbolic billionth birth is chosen to be a baby girl, Esther, born at a hospital in Delhi. I
That's
like that they
wild.
couldn't try... I mean, obviously, they couldn't get the actual billionth, could they? They're not going to actually be able to be like, you're the billionth.
Yeah.
So they just go, well, we're basically there. You can be it.
But imagine being you're chosen. That's pretty cool.
Do you think she gets like coupons or something? Like when you're 100th customer or whatever, you
You're
get a
billion-
Oh, right.
Person born or billion, person born in
Fuck
India.
it, we'll make you
resident
like
of India.
the Empress or whatever. Like we're just...
That wild. That's also just that's so many people. Like,
That is
like
a lot.
1 billion. That is insane.
Is that people? Was that just in general the amount of people born, or in that hospital?
You're taking the
India.
piss with that
In
question,
India.
right?
Oh, in India.
As long as
Sorry,
it's
no,
not an
Of people
hospital.
in India.
No. Here's the problem. I didn't listen when he started talking.
Right.
Yeah, there was 1 billion people in hospital. That was fine. 1 billion.
I thought it was like a really old hospital or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, right. You meant like that had been admitted or / born in that hospital.
Yeah.
That's, 1 billion is
Still
so
quite a
many
lot.
That's a
people,
lot.
though.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But I should probably just listen. Anyway, go on.
Was that
the
like
next
the
one,
hospital
and I'll listen this time.
Baby Jesus went to? Because it would be so old.
That
Like,
was
it
a
would be
barn.
It could be this hospital
Yeah.
Right.
in Delhi, though. couldn't
Baby
it?
Jesus, you are the 1,000,000th baby to be born in this manger. We're going to honorarily call you the Son of God.
We're gonna call you the Son of God. Do you know what? Why not?
You might not be the 1,000,000th. We've had a lot of babies in here today.
You
but
might not be the Son of God, but there you go.
May 14th, at the 46th British Academy Television Awards,
Yeah, BAFTAs
what won Best Comedy?
in 2000.
Yeah. And I'm looking right at you because you should know it.
I should know it.
Yep. It's the League of Gentlemen.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to say that.
Another explosion.
Right, what is?
I'm feeling pretty good about 2000 now.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the most historical year ever.
John Gielgud dies, 96.
John Gielgud. Yep.
May 21st.
Famous director.
Um,
He directed a production of Hamlet that had Richard Burton in. Big.
Cool. Cool
Yeah.
story. No, actually, it's quite cool, to be fair. I'm trying to be mean, but it's unnecessary.
we'll go
And
straight
there's
to
a theatre
June.
named after him as well in London.
Go straight to
I've
June.
seen a couple of different shows.
Nice.
Another earthquake. Quite a lot of people get injured.
Second of the year,
Um,
according to you
June-
scrolling through really quickly.
June the 5th, the first short film distributed widely on the internet, 405 the movie, is released.
Oh.
Yeah, that's again. That to be fair, that is quite a big deal.
For us, that's
this
pretty
is
big
yeah,
as well.
but in general, this is 5 years before YouTube exists.
Oh,
so like,
shit.
internet video sharing is still very like primitive at this point, right?
Yeah, it's quite pretty important.
And the first short
relevant
film,
as
like
well.
wide distribution. I mean, you guys wouldn't be sat on this sofa today talking nonsense with me
This is
if it
true.
weren't for that film being released.
Damn.
On a,
Yeah,
405 the movie. I wonder how many views it got.
we should probably watch that
Seek
at
it
some point
out.
and review it. We'll review it on the podcast.
June
Yeah,
7th, the
that's
Prime
good,
Minister of the UK, Tony Blair, gives a speech at the Women's Institute, which I imagine went down really well. He is met with a hostile response and is heckled and slow hand clapped by angry members.
Great, beautiful.
This is why we love women.
We and hate Tony Blair. What a beautiful, beautiful sentence I just heard.
Imagine if he was there not to apologise for all the war crimes, but to go, I'm really sorry that Sherry got fined for that.
What if he's there to apologise for all the Prime Minister's bad doings in the past? He's taking a little note out of John Paul's book.
From the Beatles Pope.
The Pope.
June 10th, after being opened by the Queen in January, the Millennium Bridge in London opens to the public.
Oh,
It later had to close because it started swaying.
what? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because there's that bit in Harry Potter where they destroy it. I'm sure that's the Millennium Bridge, the one with all like the wires on, yeah.
June 13th, the Turkish gunman who attempted to kill Pope John Paul II. He's back in the news again.
The Pope is all over
In
this
1981, okay, he's pardoned by Italy.
Was
Not
it the
sure-
same? Was it the same Pope?
Where's John Paul II? That's the same one, isn't it?
Or was it? I
Yeah,
don't
they were
know.
around. Like, you probably some of
Why
them
was he
end up being around for a
pardoned
while.
by Italy. Why would he be pardoned for that? They were like,
Like, oh no, he
Well,
is
he-
a dick. Yeah.
That was what, like 11 years. And they were like, "But we noticed we don't like the Pope. We thought that the apology speech was a little, what do you say, wishy-washy.
Kind of bullshit.
It's kind of
let
a
him
bull-
off. He's fine.
Kind of a bullshit. This guy, let him go.
he's cool.
Don't worry, he's cool. He's cool." I'm going to point out for listeners of the podcast.
I'm allowed to do the voice.
I am allowed to do the voice. I'm half Italian. My father's Italian. I speak Italian.
And
so
I
it's
just
like
love pizza.
the one accent was actually kind of okay for me to do. And I'm giving them the good grace of Pope John Paul Ringo Starr to also use the voice, do the accent.
June 17th, this is quite ironic. On the National Day of Iceland, they get a centennial earthquake.
Oh.
There's someone up there going, "You've been around long enough,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Pack it in."
You know, it was a warning.
Time to shake it up a bit.
They wanted to humble them, you know. They were like, 100, and they're like, yeah, it could not be though, so keep it down.
And everybody's mother was there as well.
Because that's why they go.
That's why mums go to Iceland. Oh dear. Moving on.
So look, June 29th, Eminem's mother goes to court,
For what?
claiming defamation of character in a $10 million civil suit. Eminem's mother goes to court. This is after she takes exception to the line from her son's single "My Name Is," where where the song quote goes, "My mother smokes more dope than I do."
Right.
Yo, I
That's
thought
crazy.
we were going in like the spaghetti direction for a minute. I was like, why was she be so upset about the my mum's spaghetti line? But yeah, I mean, at that point, I just would roll with that and be like, even if she didn't smoke dope, didn't smoke weed, she could still be like, hell yeah.
I think she
I'm
just
cool.
wanted some money. Right?
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, the interpersonal relationship of Eminem and Mrs. Eminem, I presume is her name. So, like they they seem to have a complicated relationship. It's not my business. I'll stay out.
It'd be Mrs. Eminem, right? Because his first name's M.
Oh, so Mrs. Nem.
Mrs. Nem. June 30th, for causing the 3 nail bomb attacks in London the previous year, David Copeland is found guilty, sentenced to life imprisonment again. The trial, yeah.
I've just had a little
Brilliant.
smile. I wanna address why I've just kind of nervously smiled.
Well,
there.
no one knows now. They do.
They do if they're watching.
Right? What?
Because I'm laughing at a thing, and it's the same it's the ebb and flow of this. I'm laughing at the previous thing, and I'm still thinking about it, and then you're like, nail bombs, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I have to sink and the sinking of my face makes me then laugh again.
There was a thing earlier, I forget, it was somebody who died, one of the ones we've done.
Oh yeah, just one of the
We were
people
laughing
that dies,
about
fine.
something before,
Probably a kid.
and then you said something really harrowing, and I was still kind of smiling, and I was like, "Oh, jeez, this is on the internet now," because this is so
We're we're respectful. This is just
Yeah, it's just difficult because I think because we're going through a whole year, it will have these.
There's a lot
ups.
going on. Anyway, nail bomb.
You bastards.
Sentenced to life imprisonment, the trial judge recommends that he should serve a minimum of 30 years before parole is considered. This means he is likely to remain in prison until the year 2029 at least, when he will turn 54.
Oh, so he's still in prison now. Hope you're doing
So
all right.
he will turn 54 in 2029, so he wasn't that old. No? That's basic maths, right?
Well, it was 30. What was it?
This is 2000,
Yeah.
So he was what, like?
and
No.
he will come out of prison at 2029 when he's 54.
Right. So he
He'd be
was 20
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to find more uplifting things here, but there's not a lot.
Anything about the dolphins?
No,
How are the Miami Dolphins
we
doing?
should move on from that. To be honest with you, it's a joke.
Yeah,
we've
it's a
dragged
recurring
through
bit.
July 8th, the 4th book in the Harry Potter series released.
Boo.
It's not even a good
Boo hiss.
Joanne. Football police. Wait, what? During the World Cup qualifying football game between South Africa and Zimbabwe, police fire tear gas at fans, setting off a stampede which results in the death of 12 people. Don't know why they did that, but
There was an Olympics in the year 2000, right?
one.
Should we
Yeah,
get
there
to
must
that
be
at some point?
Yeah. Because 2008 was one, 2012.
Yeah, so there was one in 2000,
so
yeah.
4, yeah.
July 10th, Parachutes, the debut album by Coldplay is released.
That
Yeah,
tracks the
So
2000s
just a
are
lot
right,
of bad news then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
he's
some
quite harrowing.
Coldplay, but then that is my bias for being
I like
a young
Coldplay.
person in the 2000s.
July 14th, in the UK, the reality TV show Big Brother airs for the first time.
Oh, come on. That's pretty important.
Is it?
Big Brother is like a staple, man.
Do you know what I think is more important is the origin of Big Brother from the book 1984. I think that's a bit more important than the TV show Big Brother, where you get a bunch of fucking numpties in a room for a week or whatever.
I think
it
we
is.
should get everybody in the UK and ask them, have you read 1984 cover to cover?
Yeah,
Or have you ever seen an episode of Big Brother? I guarantee more people have seen an episode of Big Brother. And by my metric that I've come up with there, that makes it more important.
right.
Sorry, George Orwell. Hope you're doing all right.
I'm sure he's doing fine. Yeah. Nothing could have happened to him.
Nope.
July 20th, the Ford Escort car, one of Britain's most iconic successful motoring nameplates, finishes production after 32 years.
Fucking hell, that took ages, didn't it? Took a while.
What, to make one car?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
July 25th.
And they originally called it the Ford Prostitute, but then they thought they'd call it the
They
Ford
class
Escort.
it up a little bit.
Make it a bit more classy.
Just after taking off from Paris, a Concorde supersonic passenger jet crashes, resulting in the deaths of everyone on board.
Get it,
109.
Quite literally.
Fall on the
yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
I can't, like, it's all bad. All right, Brad Pitt marries Jennifer Aniston. There you
Okay,
go.
that was a pretty big pop culture moment.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt
Yeah,
and
probably
Jennifer
not
Aniston.
Concorde passenger plane.
Didn't they do Friends
He's
together?
He's in an episode of Friends where he like in high school he hated her and he still hates her or
That's
something.
interesting. August, we're kicking off with something actually quite, even they say in the opening sentence, in one of the most important events of 2000. The Jarvik 2000 is first received by a patient, which is the first completely artificial heart that maintains a blood flow as well as generating a pulse.
Shit,
That's pretty
That
good.
is pretty cool.
That's it's pretty significant.
It's a lovely story. It's got a lot of heart to it.
August 4th, the Queen Mother, Queen Elizabeth, celebrates 100th birthday.
Fucking hell, 100.
Yeah.
But next day, sadly, we lose someone that's
I
arguably
thought you were going to say she just dies.
arguably much more important. Alec Guinness passes away
Oh.
from liver cancer at the age of 86.
That's pretty
Why
bad.
didn't you just use the Force?
Well,
Au-
that's the point. that's
August
the
the
point
8th,
of
after
Gemini, like, we accept
136 years on the floor of
I'm
the
gonna see one of
ocean,
them.
H.L. Hunley, the Confederate submarine, is raised to the surface. 136 years you've left this fucking boat on the bottom of the ocean, and now you bring it up. Why?
got bored.
What's the point?
They were like, we've done everything else.
Like the task list on like Microsoft Teams was complete. They were like, oh, we still got half a day to
The
fill.
little paperclip is like, you know, there's a boat down there. I was like, oh,
Have you
yeah,
picked up the
suppose.
boat?
Have you picked up the boat? It's like a
Come
job.
on. Keep putting it off till tomorrow.
Children, have you picked up your boat? August 24th. This year's is pretty good. I mean, particularly for this audience. Nintendo reveals their GameCube,
Oh,
a console that would divide opinion.
why?
I don't know why.
What are the
I
two
mean, I wasn't
opinions?
around at the time, but the GameCube, I've not really got much experience with the console itself, but it did, obviously was like the next step towards like Nintendo Wii
Yeah,
and stuff like
I think a
that.
fascinating console, and Nintendo went, look, this is designed for you to play with your friends, so we're going to put a handle on it, so you can carry it wherever you want to go.
Yes, it's
That's
interesting.
That's
Oh,
that's just like
I only played it at a friend's house once or twice, so
Yeah.
I don't really know much about the GameCube. Apart from the little animation thing.
August 26th, little follow up here. In the UK, Reggie Cray, murderer and gangster, is released from prison on grounds of compassion by Jack Straw, the Home Secretary. Cray was in his 32nd year of his life sentence at Broadmoor Hospital and was released due to having bladder cancer, which was expected to end his life in a matter of weeks. We'll see if what happens.
Oh, okay.
And 3 weeks later, Reggie Cray copped it.
So his brothers just died on the Isle of Wight.
Yep.
Yeah, but he wasn't one of the important ones. He wasn't a Tom Hardy.
No,
so
but I'm
Reggie
sure
didn't
he
give a
knew
shit.
him. I'm sure he was a little bit
Nah.
gutted by it.
Nah, he's like, you weren't one of the Tom Hardy ones.
You weren't one of the good ones.
You weren't one of the Tom Hardy
I
ones.
was one of the Tom Hardy ones.
Your fucking tea. September 12th. We're going in September now. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, we've skipped something important if we're on September 12th.
Oh,
Oh, big reveal. Why is that not on the website?
I can't see it. There's a lot of tennis. Is it tennis? No, it's not
Yeah.
tennis.
Not yet. Oh,
Broadway, the musical Cats closes September 10th.
oh, we spoke about
And
that.
as Cats died, who was born? Welcome back, Cats.
the musical.
That's the reveal. I'm the revival of the original run of Cats on Broadway. As they closed it on September 10th, I came into being.
Well, because weirdly enough, in the 1996 review that
Yeah.
we did, we spoke about Cats.
Yeah, I spoke about Cats was in there, yeah.
It was going for ages, and that was 4 years before this.
And then,
so
and then they kept
fucking
going
hell.
and they
Packed it in.
closed it.
And
That's
then
wild. Then I was born.
McCavity reappeared. That's the only name I
McCavity.
know. McCavity.
Yeah, that's one of them. I don't know. I've got no interest.
Is
in
there,
it.
is there like jingles? Is that one?
No, Jingle Cats is a different thing.
Jingle Cats.
That's Christmas. That's cats wearing Christmas hats, meowing Christmas songs. There we go. Yeah, my birthday. Oh shit! I'm knocking everything over. That was my birthday, September 10th, 2000.
Well done.
R.I.P. Cats.
Well done.
Thanks.
Yep.
For
September,
what?
Let me just take the praise.
September 12th, in the Netherlands, a law is passed which allows same-sex marriage, divorce, and adoption.
Damn.
Look at that. Only good things from now on, I reckon, because
Yeah.
I was born. Only good
Yeah,
things
September
from now
15th,
on.
in Sydney, Australia, the 27th Olympic Games open, sorry.
Yeah, I was in Sydney. I was wondering why it was taking so long to get to the Olympics. And like normally they're in
Yeah.
the summer, right? But I was like, that makes sense. We're going towards the summer in Australia.
September 17th,
That'd be springtime,
a
right?
week after you were born,
Uh-huh.
in American football, the number 13 jersey of Dan Marino is retired by the Miami Dolphins.
Yes!
Fucking Dolphins!
We love you, Dolphins. We do. We love you, Dolphins. We
do.
do.
How they sound?
Is that how they say it?
Maybe. Maybe not my own.
I guess.
Miami.
I'm trying to avoid the bad stuff now.
I mean, you
Right,
can't.
you
If it's
You
important.
wanted, I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff.
There's a lot. Yikes.
September 29th, in Northern Ireland, the HM prison maze is closed. That sounds fun. I don't know what it is. The prison maze.
Prison maze. That sounds pretty good. I would go to a prison maze.
Yeah, but like, is it like a scare maze, but it's just real criminals?
Oh, like a fun house thing. Like a
Yeah.
fun house.
Except there's like actual,
Actual-
like-
Actual murderers and yeah.
Do you think you have what's his name? What's his name?
Hal Shipman.
Yeah, Hal Shipman. There you go.
What, in an Irish prison? I shouldn't
Well,
see why.
well, it'll boost the ticket sales. If they put
Right.
it in there, they'll be like, "Yo,
Maybe that's why they released one of the Tom Hardy craze to put him in there as well. But it's too little, too late to save it.
They sort of they play it like you know how football clubs buy
Yeah,
in.
they buy
players.
in. Yeah,
They're like they did a bid for Harold Shipman because it'd boost their sales for the mates.
they get him a jersey." October 1st, at the closing ceremony for the Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia, the president of the IOC, Juan Antonio Samaranch, announces that the Games had been the best Olympic Games ever. On the same day, the
According
US
to
the
According to
US
him.
wins the
Right.
most medals with 97 and the most gold medals with 40 at the Games. So there you go. That's the Olympic
He
Games.
was like, "I've had a fucking belter of a week, guys." It's been
I
great."
love Australia. I love the couple of weeks I've had. Best Olympics ever, I reckon.
Right.
Yeah, but that's like you know all these AI companies now being like, oh yeah, AI is the future. It's like, yeah, you fucking like you work there.
Yeah,
That's
you
him
would
going.
say that.
It's the best Olympics ever, mate. You're head of the committee of the Olympics. You're not going to say, "Oh, it was a shit show, absolute shite." Don't bother again.
Yeah, guys, this one was pretty rough. Not
I
gonna
reckon,
lie.
I reckon we retire the Olympics, guys. I reckon it's done.
NGL, it was shit.
Kind of bored of this now. We should do it but in winter with skis.
And Mario
then-
and Sonic.
That's how Mario and
That's so
Sonic
much
at the
better.
Olympic Winter Games was born.
October 7th, Wembley Stadium in London closes after 77 years, being set to reopen in 2003. Complete reconstruction that will increase its seating capacity to 90,000. Quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was before, but I would assume... that's-
89,000.
Yeah, I would assume it wouldn't be such an incremental increase.
They took out all the stairs and just added like 2 seats. There's no way to get in, but there's loads more
The
seats.
capacity is now 90,000.
This is, I mean, I don't. October 15th, Curb Your Enthusiasm debuts.
Oh, it's a
Quite
sitcom,
big,
yeah.
Yeah.
big sitcom over there.
I only know it because I keep on seeing clips of it on YouTube Shorts.
Right.
I've only seen
not
I've only
that
seen clips
funny.
of it. Doesn't seem like my bag really.
It's old man gets annoyed at situation, and then gets awkward about it. That's kind of it.
Great.
Yeah.
I want that, but for however many episodes Curb Your Enthusiasm runs, please. I want it now. Said the people on October 15th, 2000.
October 24th, the debut album by Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, is released.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Goes on to sell 27 million copies.
Linkin Park is great. That
I don't think I've ever listened to any of their music.
it's very 2000s.
Right.
It is.
But like, it's very 2000s rock, kind of emo rock, very soft emo.
It was for
Right.
me. It was a definite lock-in when it comes to Guitar Hero.
Yeah, it's that kind of vibe. It's in the end of like all the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
the
I have
vibe
heard
we're
at
talking.
least a song.
You know, like when he does the big speech, and then
I
it's that
was
meme. It's that
proud.
meme where it's like something's about to happen, goes horribly wrong, and it says directed by Michael Bay.
Oh, okay.
That's a Linkin Park song.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
October 25th, Oregon tugeninus, that's probably terrible, one of the earliest species of the human family tree that lives around 6 million years ago. It discovered by the Tugen Hills, Kenya, by a team led by Martin Pickford and Bridget Sinut. So they found another more humans, I guess. 6
That's a
million
pretty
years
big
ago.
deal,
That's quite a while.
paleontologically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is though.
No, but is this the
Well,
trivial way you were like, oh yeah, like I know what I'm talking about, paleologically speaking.
Paleontologically speaking. I have a passing knowledge of paleontology, very passing.
Well, yeah, because you've seen the Jurassic Park films.
I have seen them, yeah.
November 2nd, the first crew reaches the International Space Station.
The first crew.
First crew.
Nice.
2000 was pretty good. I
I would
just
say this is
assumed
quite,
that
yeah.
2000 was going to be a pretty lame year. I don't know why. I feel like it's not talked about very often.
No.
So I just assumed, barring the one obvious good thing of cats being closed, 2000 was a pretty lame year. So
November 7th, in one of the most significant events in the year 2000, the controversial US presidential election between Al Gore and George Bush is inconclusive, prompting a recount in Florida. The Supreme Court eventually resolves the issue with the result in Bush's favour.
and 1 year later, Bush did.
Not. Or did. You decide. Vote in the comments.
now.
Vote now.
Our survey said...
We won't say we did or didn't do what, but you all know what we're talking about.
November 7th, Hillary Clinton becomes the first US First Lady to win public office, and while still holding the position as First Lady when she is elected to the US Senate. Fourth studio album by R. Kelly is released.
Yikes.
There you go.
Yikes.
Moving on. I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Come on,
quick.
find any other thing.
Anything.
Okay.
It could be.
here we
It
go.
could be a child murder.
Nope.
We wouldn't care at this point.
November 11th, Austria, a funicular railway catches fire in an alpine tunnel, resulting in the deaths of 155 skiers and snowboarders.
Okay,
Sorry, that's the first.
That
thing.
is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's not the worst thing to happen. Thanks to an Austrian, but yeah.
I thought you were going to say that's not the worst thing to happen this month because we've had an album from R. Kelly.
Yeah. Also that.
Jesus.
Oh, the Beatles got an album out.
Is it religious music again? From Rome.
No, the compilation album 1 is released by the Beatles.
By Pope George, Ringo, John.
Winning
Paul.
album of the year, the 2001 album of the year.
That's bullshit. I'm
That
sorry.
is absolutely a
How
compilation
could-
winning.
You can't be like that wins album of the year 2001 when it's just a compilation of songs that have already been out for a long ass time.
That album was one that I listened to a lot when I was a kid, though.
And what?
I'm just saying,
it doesn't
I
deserve
enjoyed
album
it.
of the year because you only get one album of the year, and that is basically being like, "Oh, do you remember all those old songs, Ringo? Let's fucking just put them back out in a thing." Said one of the Beatles that isn't yet dead. I don't know.
And then he apologises for all the Beatles that did all the shit before. November 16th, President Bill Clinton is the first president to visit Vietnam since the Vietnam War came to an end. That's a hell of a walk of shame, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
terrible.
pretty rough, man.
Someone's got to do it, and
I mean,
When did it end?
so that shall we?
Vietnam War was, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but I feel like it ended.
It was in the 60s, but I don't know when it ended.
75.
75.
Oh, there you
Fucking
go.
hell.
So what? It's
That's
so
25
years,
Yeah.
and no American president has
Has
been
ever gone
back.
there.
Nobody,
Just to-
nobody was craving pho until. And he was like,
He's like, I really want like authentic. pho."
yeah.
I'm not.
Where is that from? Looks up and goes, oh.
I reckon he was duped.
shit.
I reckon they said, "Sir, you're going on
We're
holiday.
going to Disneyland."
You're going on holiday." And he's like, "Where? We'll tell you when you get there. It's a surprise." Vietnam.
To be fair, yeah, because that was a big thing, like mystery holidays, where you could just like sign up
Yeah.
for holiday, go to the, and you only find out when you get to like the check-in desk. So maybe that's what happened.
Maybe it was like a surprise. It was a
Yeah.
treat.
Right.
Yeah, it was a treat because they were like, "You've done so good. We're going to give you a treat,"
Yeah, well, yeah, but no, that
and he believed it.
yeah, exactly. He believes it, and they went, "We're going to send you like the place for you that is going to be like the most awkward place." Like it was that, or like Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. But
Honestly, sir, the places you can't go, they're dwindling.
yeah,
It's like, you probably should just stay home. December. Let's go into December, shall we? We've got some football. We've got some the Common Worship series of surface books are introduced by the Church of England. Don't know what that's about. Guess they got a new author or something. I don't know. December 15th, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the third and final reactor is shut down and the station itself is completely shut down. So,
Cool.
yeah, we all know what happened there.
yep.
And then they only opened it up again to make that TV show.
Yeah, no, they got special filming rights for that.
You're right.
Permission.
Yeah. The Chernobyl Film Office got the first
The first ever request.
first ever request.
We didn't even know what to do with this.
They're like, well, I mean, I guess you can if you want.
Guys,
like,
just
if you
put
want.
high vis on and you're alright.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it's
right.
okay.
Helmets and high vis.
Sign a form.
High vis that says University of South Wales on the back.
Yep.
You're outing yourselves there a little bit, boys.
And you.
Now you've outed me. I always keep myself separate from that.
December 22nd,
Dickhead.
Madonna weds film director Guy Ritchie.
Cool.
Yep.
Good for
I will.
one
Well,
of them.
yeah, I guess. I don't know because I don't think either of them are particularly attractive. I wouldn't bang either of them.
Sadly, we've got
That's an exclusive.
some Christmas Eve bombing in several churches
Oh shit!
on Christmas Eve.
I reckon that was the
Oh.
the fat man with a beard.
Speaking of Christmas, I need to Google if the goat survived in 2000. I feel like you should
Oh.
have that when you get to the end.
Um,
Speaking of late December, it doesn't say what day, but if you don't know about the gavel goat or GAVLE goat, it's a big wooden goat in Sweden. They build it every year. It always gets burnt down. It's very funny.
when did it? Do you know when it
have a read.
started?
In the 60s.
Oh, cool.
And in 2000, late December, doesn't have a specific date, it did get burnt down. It was burnt, and then another goat was thrown into the river.
A real one or a wooden one?
A wooden one.
Right.
They're all wooden goats. Yeah.
I think meant just like in solidarity. A real goat jumped in the river.
But yeah, it's been going on a long time. So
Oh.
the gavel goat thing.
Very cool.
December 29th, Britain experiences Arctic weather conditions with heavy snow and temperatures as low as minus 13 degrees plaguing the country.
Jesus, that is cold.
The conditions cause extensive gridlocking on railways and roads. Now, I didn't see this, so I don't know. Oh, here we go. So this is below the actual list. So we come to the end of the year, but there's something also that I've just seen at the end, which I'm just trying to. Okay, cool. This is quite an important one. So I'm not sure if either of you aware of Section 28.
Yes.
So Section
Yeah.
28 was a law put into place in 1988 that outlawed the promotion of homosexuality in the UK, banning any teaching that homosexuality is acceptable. LGBT plus members of society took part in mass protests against the law introduced by a Conservative government under, fucking guess, Margaret Thatcher. In 2000, though, in this year, the law was outlawed in Scotland with 99 to 17 votes. It wouldn't be repealed by the rest of the UK until 2003. So
Fucking hell.
Scotland,
Oh, Jesus.
ploughing ahead there. Fair dues to them.
Yeah, in Scotland.
Oh, done. 99-17. That's quite a good win.
That is a good win. I think, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a major plot point in It's a Sin, isn't it? They cover it in.
Oh right,
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah, 98. Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. And there's one other thing that happened in the year 2000, unofficially, sort of.
What?
So
You learned how to walk. Well,
I doubt
probably
it.
probably
At
not,
3
yeah.
months old. Officially Bionicle released in 2001, but some initial waves were sent to retailers at the end of 2000.
Wow, so is that why it's so historic?
Yep,
To
that
you.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, that is the year. I think that's quite a good year.
It was a chunky year, yeah. It
There
had a
was
lot
stuff
going for
happened. More stuff like of relevance than I sort of thought. Again, I feel like the sort of round number years don't get brought up all that often. I don't know why.
Sure.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like
do
everyone
get
else, people are like, oh, 2006 or 1993 or whatever. But it's quite rare that people just say 1970.
Yeah.
I don't know why that. Maybe it's just a weird personal bias I've noticed that I haven't heard it. But like, I never hear anyone talk about the year 2000. So I've learned a few things there.
I'll shout out to 2000. No, I
Hope
think
you're doing
we
okay.
had a lot of. We had a lot of. Obviously, like with any year, we had a lot of disasters and murders and.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of life imprisonment stuff. We had a lot with John Paul II. He was doing a lot that year.
Busy boy.
Very busy.
In 2000.
He had his tour and everything. That was crazy.
And next year he would get Album of the Year. Little did you know.
But yeah, that is the year 2000. What were you all thinking about that?
What are we giving
how
it?
do you rate it?
I don't
normally?
remember.
Well, we were putting them in order. So at the
Okay.
moment we've got 26, then 96. That because we only done 2, right?
Okay.
But what order? We said 96 was a little bit more significant than 20.
No.
Oh, do we
I
not?
don't think so.
Okay.
I think 26 was far more interesting.
Okay.
What happened in 1926 that was of note? I have listened to it, but not. It was like a
The
couple weeks
Buster
ago.
Keaton film, The General, came out
Well,
in Japan.
well, there was a lot.
Right.
To be honest,
I think this one probably at the top at the moment.
Yeah, I think so.
there seemed like there was a lot of stuff that happened. I mean, like the
The PS2 came out.
the PS2.
Yeah.
I guess
That's it.
I guess it's
Sorted.
we've also got bias of like that is stuff that is directly affecting us within our lifetime a bit more relevant
Yeah.
than
that's
1926. But I feel like the thing with the heart is a pretty big deal
Very
as well.
big, yeah.
Um,
You could be gay in Scotland, and it was all
You
right.
could be gay in Scotland. That is actually genuinely a big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like there was quite a lot. The Olympics was the best one yet.
Best
apparently,
one yet, ever.
according to
Best
the guy that
Olympics
runs it.
ever. Mr. Olympic said this one, loved it.
Big fan, and of course I was born, so that gets
Yeah, so it dips a little bit, but do you know what I mean?
you know what
Wow.
I mean.
Well, 1996, both of us were born, so
That's why it's got to be permanently bottom of the list, then, surely.
the repercussions of that were substantial.
Well, it's your guys' list, so I'm.
I think
No, I think
2000
it goes to the
deserves to be
top.
number one.
Yeah,
I think
for now, yeah.
I think that's
Get on 2000,
a
My
lot
boy.
happened there.
my brother.
That's-
R.I.P.
I
Cats.
want to know how far back we can go with this. I want to review like 1066.
There'd probably be less.
Like
So it would be a shorter episode.
4
Yeah,
BC.
yeah, 4 BC.
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, if they're still
4 BC.
knocking about then,
Yeah, might be.
that'd be great.
like 50 million years ago, a bat evolved or some shit like that, and you're like, ooh,
That is significant.
pretty
big.
significant, guys.
Big.
The Big Bang happened. I mean, that kicked everything off.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
the-
we're gonna do the year negative like 14,762,000. The Big Bang happened.
Yeah, didn't have a PS2 though, so we got to knock it down one.
Yeah, it's below to the year 2000.
It's not quite there, is it?
What about the years?
There's
zero?
also probably a lot less murder.
Maybe.
Like on a a
well,
lot more people.
as far as we know.
Yeah, we haven't done it yet. Don't give them
Sorry.
spoilers.
Come on, we need to read through that list of the year, like original year.
Yeah.
Negative 14
Year-
billion.
year
the
one.
original year one.
Well, no, because that wouldn't be, is it? Because the year one is 2025 years ago,
Yeah.
going by our calendar that we use
Sure.
at the minute.
Yeah.
So it's actually 14 billion BC or whatever.
There is a film called Year One with Jack Black and Michael
And
Cera.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's
Better not
great.
fucking say it.
No,
and
I
Gwyneth
bet she
Paltrow,
was, that was
and
great.
full circle moment. That's the thing.
No, but I love that film. I think it's great. It's also
Terrible
got Hank Azaria in it.
I think to tie
You
it
seen
off,
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, it's good.
tie off this podcast, not to
Yeah,
kind
go
of
on.
take over your hosting for
No,
you,
you
but I
go
think
for it.
you've got to make a connection between Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I haven't been thinking because I've been doing a lot of reading.
Right. What an excuse.
So, I can't.
Surely there is one.
I want to keep this part. People want to go home. Like,
What do you mean?
On-
What people?
Wait, let me
We are
Google.
home.
Let me Google. You can always cut you can cut around somebody's
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
I'm gonna have to do
That's
fucking
some
cutting
work.
in this episode anyway.
Oh no! Imagine editing the work you make to make it better.
I know.
Stand by. Okay, I've got one that you can get there in 2.
Oh shit! Cool.
Jack Black's in Tropic Thunder. Gwyneth Paltrow is an Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is in both.
Oh, damn, nice.
I had to check he was in it because I was thinking, is Jack Black in it? I feel like he is.
He's
And then, so that's what I was checking, but I've given you 2. So if you want to take that and cut it around it.
Yeah. Right. So, back to the full circle moment.
Yep.
Have you come up with any... I'm not going to be able to say it without laughing.
Why,
Oh, I think I've thought of another Jack Black thing.
You got one?
Another one. Jack Black's in Tropic Thunder, which I just knew. I didn't check in the break.
Break.
And
Cut 2 ads.
and Gwyneth Paltrow is in Iron Man, and Robert Downey Jr. is in both.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh, you can come back. Oh, brilliant.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Thank you again.
Thanks again, and thanks everyone for listening.
Or watching.
Or watching.
Or both.
Or both. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
Bye.
By Harold Shipman.
Hope you did alright.